Welcome back to the Act Two podcast, a podcast for the real-life working screenwriter. I'm Tasha Hugh.
And I am Josh Hallman.
And as a reminder, Act Two is a network and support group for the everyday working screenwriter. That's you. And this podcast is just one of the things that we do. So thank you for joining us here. We also have a Patreon, y'all, where you get access to our chat, where you can ask us questions and ask our fellow community of writer questions. They, share your writing frustrations there. You reach out and you ask someone to read your script in return for reading theirs. Last week, we talked to a couple filmmakers. If you didn't listen to that episode with Ryan and Matt, who wrote and directed a short that went on to get them a studio film deal with a really crazy story behind it. But we talked a lot about community because they're from Texas and they did all of that from Texas. And the Patreon that we have for Act Two is meant to be a community for screenwriters who don't feel like they have community where they are, where it's difficult to find screenwriters maybe in your community if you don't live in Los Angeles, or maybe you do live in Los Angeles, but you're still struggling to find other writers who you can kind of commune with and talk about all these things that writers think about and nobody else does with. And I think the pandemic gave us one good thing, which is Zoom, and you can meet people from all over the world on our Patreon who have the same passion that you do. So check it out. And then also, if you subscribe to our Patreon, you get access to an exclusive monthly Zoom that we do where we either do a script club or we discuss specs that have recently sold or scripts that are critically acclaimed. And we break down why they sold, why they're so good. But lately, we've been doing a lot of movie Q&As, Josh. We did Jaws. We're going to do Attack the Block this coming month, at the end of this month, where we just watch the movie and we talk about why it's great, why it's not great. But what I love about these Q&As, whether we're doing a script or whether we're doing a movie, is we don't just sit there and complain or we gush for an hour. We say, okay, if it was slow for you, why was it slow? If you didn't like the main character, why didn't you like the main character? And we break it down as writers, and we figure out together what lessons we can learn from other movies that have gotten made or scripts that have gotten sold. So it's a really, really great discussion just for those of you who are on our Patreon. So head on over there. It's the cost of a cup of coffee a month.
The next one we're doing is Attack the Block. And if you know anything about you and I, you know that I've been asking you to watch this movie for about 15 years. I've purchased the movie for you. You ignored it. The license probably ran out on it. And now we're actually doing it. And if you just want to hear me gush about a movie and be combative about a movie, I would highly suggest coming to this one, because Tasha, if you dislike Attack the Block, I don't know what I really don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't.
The end of the Act Two podcast.
I think I'm going to then do a follow-up Act Two podcast of why you were wrong.
just solo.
Sit back. Here's a 4-hour podcast.
I still have your email where you sent it to me. It's the last email that I have in my email box. Just sitting there. I will never delete it.
Please don't. We should print it and frame it and just hang it somewhere. When we have a Act Two studio, we'll put it up in the Act Two studio.
Absolutely. It's like when writers put up the $1 they got from like their very first option ever.
Yeah.
Or their check for $10 or whatever.
What's funny is I think I probably sent it to you as like a friendship. Like I was like, this is it. This is what's gonna bond us. And then you just never watched it.
And what I love about it too is because that email came from like months, if not already like a year of frustration for you. Like, watch Attack the Block. Fuck it, I'm just gonna send it to you. Still. Anyways. If you don't want to do any of those things, you don't want community, it's scary, I totally get it. You can still engage with us if you'd like by sending us a DM with questions, topic suggestions. We just want to tell us what's going on in your writing life. You can do that at ActTwoWriters@gmail.com, all spelled out, or on our Instagram and Twitter at ActTwoWriters. I'm Story Thursday on Instagram.
And I'm Josh Hallman on Instagram.
I have some this week's in writings before we get into the excitement of the podcast.
Yeah, my favorite podcast of the year.
This week in writing.
I have one thing I would like to say. It's an amazing cup, by the way. Tasha has sipping out of a cup that says, "What a fucking day." I I have something, but if you want to start,
No,
you can
you
go.
seem ready to go.
So as the year has been going on, I got hit mid-year, not physically, but
Okay.
emotionally.
I was like, what?
I got hit by a car,
It
and
wouldn't be the first time, everyone.
unfortunately would not. I was like, wow, it's June 2026. The year is halfway done. And then I got to thinking if people are writing specs and what this means for spec writers. And I think everybody we know is usually generating their own material. Some of that material is on pause and has been on pause for 2 years. Some people are actively doing it. Some people want to take things out by the end of the year. But this was more of just kind of a gut check to say, we're at the halfway point of the year, and the summertime can mean a lot of different things for people. If you have a family, you might be traveling, your agent might be traveling. Things can either get slow, things can pick up. There's no rhyme or reason to it, but it can become a little more difficult to write. And then we're entering, there's 6 months left in the year, and essentially November and December are a wash because of how life in the entertainment industry works. If you're writing a spec, it's hard to take specs out towards the end of the year for various reasons. This was all to just say, like, this is a bit of just a little shock to the system where if you're working on something and maybe you're falling behind on it, just to recalibrate, get into it. That's the end. That's all I wanted to say.
Is it like, is your message pick up the pace, folks? Half the year is done? Or is your message, it's okay if summer slows you down a little bit? You still got this? Or is it both?
Oh, no, it's not. It's okay. That's not what it is.
I was going to say, that's not a Josh message.
No, that's not
Forgiveness?
at all. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying pick up the pace and just be aware of it
Yeah.
because it is sneaking up. It's as if you're in the ocean and a shark is about a mile away, but it's kind of creeping towards you. And you're like, don't worry, I'll swim out of this ocean a little later. And then before you know it, it's a half a mile and then a quarter of a mile. And then you're dead.
That's it's a really great analogy. Oh my god.
So what's yours?
I agree. I agree that like I feel like I mean, I don't have kids, so like summer doesn't make a difference to me. There's no change in my life whatsoever.
It's
Um
June. It's your
except
month.
it's June. It's
It's
June
your
Fun
month.
Month, everyone.
Yes.
If you know, you know
Yeah.
about June Fun Month. But I find it helpful to like recalibrate, like you're saying, because typically by June, you sort of all the best laid plans you had in January after you listened to our goals episode has sort of died down a little bit. You've gotten a little bit distracted. Life has maybe happened a bit. That script that you were just so gung ho about went a lot slower than you expected it to go, et cetera, et cetera. So it's okay, I think, and I think really practical of you to sit down in June and kind of redo what you did in January a little bit, like refocus, replan. Maybe you have to adjust your timeline of when your stuff is going to be ready. But I think it's important to make that new plan if you are in that headspace rather than just kind of be like, well, I'm off my timeline, so fuck it, because I've been there and you don't have anything when December comes because
Hmm.
you just didn't recalibrate. So it becomes really important to refocus yourself in June and don't worry about it. It's okay if you're a little late. Just redo.
I agree.
All right, one of my this weeks in writings is that I saw Obsession on Sunday,
Hmm.
and I just want to set the scene a little bit. I walk into the theater, which is an AMC, a local AMC, and it's usually pretty empty. Historically, been fairly empty. Packed, Joshua Hallman, packed. There were so many teenagers and like young 20 somethings in this movie theater just making a racket, buying way too much candy, just going crazy. For some reason, they come out in their pajamas, teenagers. I don't know. We never did that, but I'm like all for it, I guess, because go be relaxed. They come with blankets and shit.
I'm absolutely 100% against this. Get a life and put some pants on.
But it was great. And like my husband was like all angry because like, these kids better not be going to Obsession. Of course they are. They're definitely going to a horror movie while they're here. But I was like, we can't want people to go to the theater and then be mad when people go to the theater. So I tried to get myself in the headspace of like so excited these people are here. And it felt, Josh, it felt like the 90s. It felt like we're going on a weekend and it's packed and oh shit, there's a huge line to get popcorn. Like it was that kind of energy. So it was really, really cool. And the theater for Obsession was absolutely packed. It killed it this last weekend. And the movie was fantastic. It was really, really good. And this movie, if you guys don't know, is by Curry Baker. He wrote it, directed it, edited it, and the big story is that he's a YouTuber. And what's interesting is like that sort of undercuts who he is a little bit because he actually went to film school and he really like made the effort to get into the film industry, and it just like wasn't, he just kept hitting walls. Like he would get like an acting bit here or there, and so like him and his buddy whom he met in film school, who's also an actor in Obsession, just decided to start making their own content, similar to the guys we interviewed last week, right? And then putting it on YouTube, and it starts to go viral because they actually have skill and talent, and that starts to break through. And that's really exciting to remember that, God, the studio system can really, really suck. And it's not the only way. I think that's what's really exciting about it. And Obsession is a very, very good, well-crafted movie. And I highly recommend it to everybody.
Yeah, I was going to touch on this just with summer movies that we're going to be getting into, but I love this. I love that this has happened. It is happening. As you know about me, I'm such a big advocate of people just creating their own stuff. And I feel like seeing what's happened with Backrooms and then Obsession and people, I like these guys having background on YouTube and just kind of the creator mentality. It's beautiful because there's the merger of like Hollywood and what people thought YouTube could become, with like people coming out of the YouTube system and now going into Hollywood.
Yeah, it's very grassroots. It's super cool. It's definitely the Josh Hallman story.
Yeah, no, I for sure directed Obsession.
I have one more this week in writing, unless
Yeah.
do you have something else?
No, go for it.
Okay. So my spec went out on Friday last week.
No.
Yeah. I just like to talk briefly about the process, I guess. We had to, with my agents and my manager, put together a list of producers that we liked for it. So not only producers who would be good for this movie, who make this is kind of it's an action thriller with a little bit of a sci-fi element to it. So who is out there making those movies and making them well? And then also on top of that, who do I want to be in business with? So it's not just like who makes these movies, and I kind of like don't really like their movies, but they make action movies. Those people aren't on the list, right? It's people you want to be in business with. And then like obsessing over the letter that you write them, like that's a big part of it too. Like what is actually said, what are the comps that you want to use for it, because you want to express it very clearly and succinctly that this meets this. So they're like, oh, I definitely want to do Kingsman meets Project Hail Mary. That sounds awesome. But you also have to be careful because Project Hail Mary is very expensive and you don't want to indicate that this is an expensive movie. So like comp, we talk about comps. Everyone out there is always like, do you really need comps? Comps is like a shitty way of expressing your movie and it feels like you're selling out, but it is actually extremely important and also something you really do end up having to do in the business. So being able to figure out what kind of your comps are is important. I also wrote a log line for it that felt and it's sci-fi, so there's a lot of world building. That can be really hard to write a very succinct one-liner log line that still includes all of that stuff. And it's based on a book. So then we had to get like, okay, these are all the stats of the book that are in here to get you excited about this book that sold these many millions of copies, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a whole process. And now it's out in the world, and all we can do is, we're recording this on a Tuesday. It was sent out on a Friday. I'm still sad that I didn't get that Monday call being like, I read it over the weekend. I couldn't put it down. Because now I just feel like, well, everyone hates it.
Wait, can we go back? Well, number one, that's great. Number two, can we go back to the letter real quick?
Yeah.
What did you write? You don't have to go into like explicit detail, but how long was it?
The log line was 2 sentences.
Okay. So this was in the bulk of an email.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, I've never heard of someone attaching a letter.
Oh, yeah. So like, Also, when your scripts go out, your agents are definitely crafting a letter, like a submission letter. When I worked
Oh,
at
yes.
Universal, I would always get a submission letter with all the submissions that was like, I usually didn't really read it. You just sort of read the top headline, which is the log line and the comps. And then usually there's like a big paragraph underneath, which tells you a little bit about the writer, why they're so cool, maybe like the inspiration for this, et cetera, et cetera. And then it's actually a very official thing. Once I think the script has sort of been out in the world a little bit more, I can maybe share what this cover letter looks like so everyone can kind of see what these look like. But it's always very official. There's all these like, I don't know, special terms that are used that if you're in the industry, you kind of know what they are. And yeah, it's a whole process.
It's interesting because I don't think we've ever talked about that aspect, but no, that does happen where you're working and here are the comps, and the comps are it's this meets this. So when you're describing it to somebody else, they automatically know, and that's what they kind of go in reading the script.
Yeah, and another reason why comps are important is, again, if you say Project Hail Mary, people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is fucking expensive." If I said it's Kingsman meets Novocaine, people are like, "Well, Novocaine didn't do good business, regardless if it's a good movie. It didn't do good business. Why would I want a movie that's like that?" So even if it's very similar to that kind of concept, you want to pick something different, which sucks. It's itself a game, and I went back and forth with my manager several times over the course of a couple days on just comps. It sucked.
It is funny how that works because you don't want to go too big. You don't want to go too small. You can't go too art house. You can't go, and you're trying to find that perfect bullseye of describing what the movie is, even though you have another idea of exactly what the movie is.
Yeah, even though it's none of those things because it's original and interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is all very exciting. I think by the next
Yeah,
time we record, we're going to have some good news.
I hope so. All right, Joshua, it's your time to shine. This is your episode.
Let me take a deep breath. Okay. Summer blockbusters. I think I can confidently say summer blockbusters, at least for me, and I'm fairly certain for you, made us love movies, love the entertainment industry. Movies that were big, they were high concept, they were the Top Guns of the world, they were the Jurassic Parks of the world. They were these movies that just made you fall in love, be happy, go out with your friends, go out with your family, and you're laughing, you're enjoying it, and you come away saying to yourself, I want to make something like that, or like, I feel very inspired. And so every year we do the summer blockbuster movies because I think they're the tent poles that kind of hold the industry together. We have a list of all the movies coming out, but I want to be clear about something that we were talking about beforehand is these are 99% theatrical movies that are coming out. There's a couple little Netflix movies that I scattered in here, but these aren't all the movies that are coming out this summer. There might be some sleeper hits that appear on, Amazon or wherever, like Tony was the movie example we used beforehand.
About Anthony Bourdain, yeah.
Which I think is going to be fantastic. It's going to be
Yeah.
amazing.
I think a lot of people will see it, but yeah, is it
Yeah.
a blockbuster? Not
No.
really. That's a drama that's meant for the Oscars.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just get into things. The summer blockbuster movie time period for me is from May to August. I think August is when we roll out. We've already had a few. Star Wars, Mandalorian and Grogu. Did you see it?
Yes,
Did you like it?
I saw it.
Okay. The other two that I'm just going to mention are Obsession that was not supposed to be a summer blockbuster, and
Yeah.
Backrooms. But these movies have turned into blockbusters, which is the other fascinating part about this, is it can turn into a summer blockbuster.
Yeah, I think horror movies have become summer blockbusters. They've become so popular and really bring people into the theater. So I think it's fair to put it on there.
Yeah. So Backrooms, Obsession, Grogu, Mandalorian happened already.
The fighting in Mandalorian and Grogu is really good.
Really?
The choreography is pretty cool.
So we call him Grogu now and not Baby Yoda anymore? Have we moved on?
Only because they forced me to in the title, which I think is unfair.
Yeah. I have so many thoughts on this. I just drifted off into a whole other Star Wars rant that I'm not going to go down right now. So.
Did you see it?
No, I have not.
Okay, TBD. After this podcast, we'll have a sidebar.
Big time. Okay. This past weekend, Tasha, Masters of the Universe.
Yes!
Came out on June 5th.
I cannot wait.
A massive live-action fantasy swing attempting to reboot the He-Man IP for a modern audience, starring Nicholas Galanzine And Jared Leto, your boy. Filmmakers are, it's directed by Travis Knight, who did Bumblebee. And I love Bumblebee. I love this director, by the way. All right. You're excited for Masters of the Universe?
I am. I don't like any of the trailers. And my bar is really low on a movie like this because it's silly. He-Man is silly and those costumes are silly. But I love this shit. This is what a blockbuster is. It's just you're just going to eat
Yeah.
popcorn and candy and just have a blast. And that's I love summer blockbusters. I'm so glad you started here.
Yeah, we started with He-Man. I'm also going to see He-Man. I'm super skeptical of it, but I think the director is awesome. So I feel like there's going to be that childlike wonder meets adult sensibility that's perfectly blended together, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, it's you don't go because it takes itself seriously. You go for the fun weirdness of it.
Counter programming. Scary Movie 6.
Yeah.
I was reluctant to put this on. This is the scary movies are back. Are you going to see this?
I've only seen the first one and only once. So no. The answer is no. I appreciate that they exist and I appreciate the sort of niche part of our world that they inhabit. And I love that people love them and go to see them. It's just not my kind of humor.
Okay. June 12th. Disclosure Day.
Oh, dude.
This is written by David Koepp.
Oh, your
And
boy.
a little anecdote that I hope it's true because I found it on the internet. It says that he wrote 42 drafts, the most of his career, for Disclosure Day.
Wow.
I know.
I don't feel so bad.
No, me neither. I sent you a photo of a billboard, and all it said was Disclosure Day, and then it just said Spielberg.
That's all
And
you need to know.
So Spielberg returns to an alien sci-fi that focuses on the immediate grounded geopolitical response to an extraterrestrial event. It stars Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor. Awesome and awesome.
Whom I love. Like both of them, awesome. Wake Up Dead Man is the first time I've seen Josh or like noticed Josh O'Connor, and he's just so good in that movie. I cannot wait. And can I just say I love the trailers for this because I still don't know what this movie is about. No idea. I don't really get it. Like I get the general principle, but like how it progressed, like they don't show you the story. They just show you. I mean, it's honestly a lesson, a master class in trailer making. I think that trailer.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, we watched the trailer, my wife and and I like showed her to her and we watched it, and she sincerely turned to me and said, "Do you want to see that?" And I was like, "I'm sorry," and I paused everything. I said, "Do I want to see a Steven Spielberg alien movie? Did we just start dating? Like what?" I've been talking about it for weeks now. I couldn't believe it. It threw me off. It was as if like she like turned into another human or something.
She doesn't know you at all.
As I'm like reading the Spielberg book you told me to get, I'm like, she's like, "Oh, you do?" Anyway, I already have tickets. I almost sent in the papers, but
yeah, 100%.
Okay, moving on. So this almost didn't make the list, but I did it for you. The Death of Robin Hood.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
See, this is like one of those weird gray area blockbuster movies.
Yeah,
It's a gritty, dark reinterpretation of the classic myth, focusing on an aging outlaw played by Hugh Jackman, grappling with his past while in the care of a mysterious woman. Written and directed by Michael Sarnowski, who did Pig and A Quiet Place Day One.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Yeah, it's like Logan meets Robin Hood. It's yeah.
This seems like a Tasha movie.
Yeah, 100% Tasha movie.
So that's coming out on June 19th. Also coming out on June 19th.
On my birthday?
On your freaking birthday. Are you going to see it? On your birthday, I mean.
On my birthday.
Toy Story 5. There's not much I need to say about this. It's Toy Story 5. It's directed by Andrew Stanton. I'm going to see the shit out of this movie.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be a little played out.
Yeah.
The idea of having the toys go against an iPad is like genius, and I'm kind of surprised that wasn't Toy Story 4.
Yeah, I would see a number 5 behind a movie and be like, "Oh god, come on, please. Do we really have to?" Unless it's Top Gun. But Yeah, the iPad, it does seem to be really thematic. I mean, it feels like they didn't decide to do a new Toy Story until they figured out how to make it really relatable. And there's something really moving to me about the trailer that, the toys are trying to get the kid to stop being on an iPad so she can make friends and like be in the world with other people. And that's extremely relatable. And I love that. And I don't know, you know me, I've sort of fallen off the Toy Story train, but I might hop back on.
I'll see it. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay.
Also coming out on June 19th, this is a Netflix film that I'm just going to say I think is going to be like a sleeper hit. It's going to be in a few theaters, but this is not a traditional blockbuster, and so I apologize. It's called Voicemails for Isabel. Have you heard of this movie?
Yes.
The breakdown: brilliant, script-driven, high-concept rom-com. A woman, played by Zoe Deutsch, processes grief
Yes.
by leaving voicemails for her late sister on her late sister's phone, unaware that the number was reassigned to a stranger, played by Nick Robinson. It's written and directed by Leah McKendrick. I think I'm going to see the shit out of this movie.
I'm gonna
I'm
see
going to
the shit
cry.
out of this movie. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love rom-coms.
Yeah. And also, Leah is in Act Two, and I am so excited for her. And I immediately saw this trailer and sent it to a friend. I was like, "You're coming over, and we're watching this."
Oh,
It's
really?
so beautiful and moving. Yeah,
Wow. Well, congratulations, Leah.
I love that it's on the list.
Yeah. I didn't even know she was in Act 2, and I still put it on the list. That's how
Yeah,
excited I am for this. Okay, the following week, June 26th. This is just all in June, by the way. These are a lot of movies.
June is the best month.
I'm curious if you're going to see this. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
You're curious if I'm gonna see this?
Yeah.
This is my Nicole moment. Why wouldn't I see Supergirl?
Well, I don't know how you are in the DCU right now. Maybe you're not feeling it.
This is a lady superhero.
Okay, I take it back.
Let's rewind.
Supergirl. I know you're going to see this one.
Can't wait.
So yeah, it takes place in the James Gunn universe. You're feeling good about it. I'm skeptical.
First trailer, liked it. Love all the promotional material. Love her general vibe. Second trailer, I only saw the tail end of it because I came in the movie theater a little late and didn't like what I saw. Looked a little cheeseball, but I am very optimistic.
Okay, I'm feeling good about that. We're moving into July 1st. Minions and Monsters. I don't even want to say anymore. I don't want to say anything else.
Let's
about
move
it.
on.
July 10th.
That's the only movie coming out for July 4th weekend? Like the only blockbuster movie?
It's going to be a huge movie. What are you talking about?
There's nothing for adults that's going to compete with Minions?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Who fucked up at which studio? Because that's messed up.
Well, there is one thing coming out on Netflix, which I'm going to see. Enola Holmes 3.
Oh, I'm so excited for this movie. I love Enola Holmes.
I do too. So, yeah, the 4th of July weekends, Monsters and Minions. Okay, a controversial movie comes out the following week, which I'm very worried about, and I have mixed feelings about for about a million different reasons.
Oh.
July 10th, the live-action Moana.
Oh.
Tasha, I just want to tell you what Moana means to me.
Okay.
For my daughter and I, it's one of the most important movies of our relationship. She's 10 years old. I saw it with her when she was younger. It was like our Lion King. Like I watched it with her. We go to Hawaii every year. When I say we, I'm just going to pretend like she's not growing out of this phase. But
Yeah.
we love Moana.
You sing the songs together.
I still sing the songs to her. We used to sing them together. If I watch the original, I almost tear up and start to cry. And that's how much I love Moana. So,
I mean, she also looks just like Moana. There's something to, like, the reason why Mulan was such a big thing for me is like, oh, Asian girl, like that's me on the screen, and you never get to see that. And so, yeah, I can understand why it's meaningful.
yeah, I love it. What's weird about this is like it feels still very relevant. Like Moana 2 came out a few years ago, which, good or bad, it made a ton of money. And Moana's still kind of in the zeitgeist. And now they're making a live action one that's kind of being ridiculed for various reasons. But I'm still going to see it.
I'm gonna see
And
it
I am too. I'm just curious, and I
because we all
really
love
hope it's
Moana
good.
like you do, and
Man.
you that's how they get us. I mean, we'll always have the original, I guess.
Okay, so moving on.
Hmm.
Counter programming to Moana. Maybe not a blockbuster, but I want to say it. It's the Evil Dead Burn.
Oh yeah, that's definitely counter programming.
Are you an Evil Dead girl?
uh, I've seen them. They're not my cup of tea. I don't really
Yeah,
like, gruesome
I'm
death.
with you. I'm completely with you. Okay, July 17th, Friday. This is it. This is where the black hole is created in the summer. The Odyssey.
Oh damn.
Chris Nolan.
Yeah.
I'm going to see this. I'm very
Yeah.
excited for the Odyssey.
Yeah.
And this is a big one. I mean, it's so big that another movie doesn't even come out until July 31st.
Wow, they just like gave that much space to it.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
I imagine it's going to be huge. It stars everyone that everybody loves. Like, so smart to put Tom and Zendaya in there.
Oh, they're both in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so then the following on July 31st is Spider-Man Brand New Day, speaking of our boy Tom.
Yeah. He's going to have a fucking month.
Yeah. This is like the next installment of Spider-Man.
Yeah. Nobody knows him.
Yeah. No one knows him.
It's really sad. I guess they're both going to have a month because she's in that too.
Okay. So this is where it gets a little interesting. We've got some time off until like August. I only have a few left, by the way. And the next big one is August 14th. The End of Oak Street.
Ooh. J.J. Abrams produced.
Produced by JJ, our boy. I'm so excited. I watched the trailer. It's directed by David Robert Mitchell, who did It Follows. It's also written by him. It's with Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway. It takes place in an 80s suburb. This house gets like transported somewhere else, and there's some stuff that goes on. I'm very excited for this movie.
Very excited. Very, very excited. Back to the mystery box we go, and I'm here for it.
Moving on. August 21st, the next installment of Insidious.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for the first time yesterday, and it looks pretty freaky. I fell off the Insidious train as well. It hurt because I loved them so much, but I don't know. That doesn't feel like a blockbuster to me in the sense like I don't feel like that's drawing me to the theater so
Sure.
desperately, like a lot of these other movies that you've mentioned. Possibly because it's a sequel, so it feels less urgent for me to go to the theater. But it looks good. It's a whole new way into Insidious, which is great. It follows a woman and her daughter, and strange dreams start to turn into reality for her.
Okay, I just have one more. And I want to say that I think the end of Oak Street actually is the end of our summer movie blockbusters.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta take us out strong.
Well, I don't know how strong this is going to be, but I think this is up your alley.
Okay.
The Cliffhanger reboot on August 28th.
Listen, I loved the original Cliffhanger.
Do you know can I read you the breakdown?
Please, I don't know nothing about the new one.
I didn't know this either, and I was like, oh, I'm not putting this on until I read this. A large-scale, female-led vertical survival action reboot of the 1993 Stallone film. It stars Lily James and Pierce Brosnan.
So we've gone from Stallone to Lily James. Listen, if you guys haven't seen the original Cliffhanger, there's something I don't go see like climbing movies. I don't give a shit about climbing. The way they managed to do a thriller, just captivating thriller with Cliffhanger was truly incredible. And I was as a little kid and I couldn't stop watching this stupid movie about climbing. And I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
I hope it gives me the same thrills because I haven't had that since when did a Cliffhanger come out? Like early 90s?
Yeah, 90, whatever. I watched that in a video store called Village Video. The owner let me sneak in the back and watch it with them.
Amazing.
Anyway, those are the movies.
I think it's right to put Cliffhanger too because Cliffhanger was a huge blockbuster back in the day.
Yeah.
Everyone went to go see that movie.
Can we now just do a quick recap and just like general feelings of how the summer movies look?
I'm pretty happy about it because I feel like we've had some dead summers recently. Like if I went back and listened to some of our previous summer blockbuster episodes, it's a little dry at times, especially post-pandemic. And now I'm a little bummed out about the July 4th issue, and there are some gaps towards the later end of the summer, but it does feel like I have a lot to see and a lot of different things to see, and that's really, really exciting to me, and I can't wait to be annoyed by how many people are in the theater this summer.
I love that. I think I'm most excited for The Odyssey and the end of Oak Street. I feel like there's so many sequels that in a perfect world, this is a selfish thing, and this world probably doesn't exist anymore. I just want like big idea movies that aren't like part 4 or part 5
Yeah,
of
you want
something.
Barbenheimer.
I would love a Barbenheimer. And this is
Yeah.
also going back full circle. What I love about Backrooms and Obsession is that these like, it's no coincidence. There's like something fresh coming into the world and everyone's getting like very excited about it.
It's very true. It's super true.
That's the summer movie release schedule.
Thank you for doing that. It makes me super excited for this summer. I'm going to take us out with the quote of the day. It's a gamble you take, the risk of alienating an audience. But there's a theory. Sometimes it's better to confuse them for 5 minutes than let them get ahead of you for 10 seconds. Paul Thomas Anderson. Please remember to rate and subscribe. Follow us at ActTwoWriters for more awesome writing stuff. You can follow me, Tasha, at Story Thursday on Instagram.
And I am Josh Hallman on Instagram.
And as always, the Act Two podcast is a production of Act Two, a network and support group for the everyday working screenwriter. This episode is edited by Paul Lundquist.